Alright, what's going on, guys? This is going to be my first video on this channel. I thought for the first video I'd give a room tour. This is my game room. I've been collecting about 10 years, and I thought I'd give you all a little tour of the room. So here's a quick overview of the room. Got a Nintendo shelf there, the home theater stuff, and then over there is going to be the Xbox and PlayStation. And we got a little microwave and setup over there. So it's just a quick panning shot, and we're going to go around the room and show y'all stuff a little bit more in depth. This isn't going to be showing everything and talking about everything, but I just wanted to give a little overview of the room so you guys can see. Again, I've been collecting about 10 years, and you know, I've always been into gaming since I got my original Xbox, which is actually on the floor over there, when I was 6 years old. So let's get started here. So I'm going to pan over here. So as we walk over here, we come to the left side of the room. We're going to start with the Nintendo shelf. So at the top here, you're going to see that on the left is my Link on Epona from First 4 Figures, which I got, I believe, when it came out. I'm really glad I got one of those. They're quite pricey now. And on the right, we have a Mario and Yoshi, again from First 4 Figures. Probably two of my favorite things in the room. They really catch your eye when you walk in here. I have the little Mario Galaxy standees, one of my favorite games of all time. And then we're going to pan down here, and we're going to check out the DS and 3DS games. Not a whole lot here, especially not DS. Not many DS games. 3DS, a little bit more 3DS. I'm a huge 3DS fan. I think it's an underrated system, and it's backwards compatible with the DS. And there is one of my favorite things in my collection, a sealed copy of Chrono Trigger. And then we have the Mario statue holding my DS, and in the back you can kind of see the Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition popping out there in the back. It's a vintage Mario from the 80s. And then moving down, we have the Switch. And at the time of making this video, the Switch 2 was announced maybe about a month ago. So I'm eager to learn more about the Switch 2. It should come out within the next few months, and it's backwards compatible, so I'm really excited for the Switch 2. But if you're watching this video, I'm sure you've definitely heard of the Switch, or you've probably own one, more than likely. I think it's on track to become a top 3 bestseller of all time. Underpowered, of course, but an incredible system. I mean, a hybrid system on the go and be able to plug up to your TV. I mean, it's a genius design. Tons of great games, and you got your Zeldas, you know, Mario Odyssey, Mario RPG, let's see, Shovel Knight, Paper Mario, Metroid, Kirby's Luigi Mansion, and a ton of third-party support. You can play The Witcher 3 on the Switch. Not the best way to play it, but some of the ports that are kind of crazy that have been on the Switch. You think, how did that game get ported on the Switch? But yeah, Switch, one of the all-time great consoles, in my opinion. Can't wait for the Switch 2. Then we have Wii U. Again, Wii U, obviously a commercial failure, but it is cool because it is backwards compatible with the Wii, and it's got some really good games, although the problem is with the Wii U is that most of them just got ported to the Switch. Such as Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, New Super Mario Bros., Pikmin, all those games just got ported to the Switch, Smash. Although the Wind Waker is not ported. I'd still like to get Twilight Princess Remake. I did borrow a copy and beat it, but I'd like to get my own copy. They're a little bit expensive. Then over here is my 4K Blu-rays. Again, not a lot here, but it's got some cool titles like Blade Runner and the John Wicks, Interstellar, Ready Player One, just some of my favorite movies. Little Yoshi there. And then we have the Wii. Definitely a childhood staple is for the Wii. Some hidden gems, in my opinion, include the Endless Ocean games, Disney's Guilty Party, that's actually pretty fun. House of the Dead Overkill, that's actually one I got recently. I have not tried that yet. Looking forward to trying that. And then we got, let's see, of course, Mario Kart Wii. Mario Strikers and Mario Super Sluggers are super underrated. Some of the Mario sports games on the Wii are really fun. Mario Galaxy, I mean, that's one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. Certainly of 3D platformers, it's got to be up there. Then you have the greatest game of all time, Ninja Breadman. Just kidding. That game's terrible. I bought that kind of as a meme. It's horrible. If you're drinking and want a fun game to play, might be passable. Silent Hill Shattered Memories, another underrated game. Pretty cool horror game. If you're into horror games and you have a Wii, highly recommend Silent Hill Shattered Memories if you can find it at a decent price. Then Skyward Sword, another all-time great Wii game. Zack and Wiki, super underrated. It's like a point-and-click puzzle adventure game. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's the Wii. I had maybe 20 more Wii games, but I sold them a long time ago. Most of them are just like shovelware. So, yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing I regret selling. And then, this is kind of a random 2 shelves of just random merchandise. Those Mario Karts you see right there. I have Mario, Bowser, Yoshi, and Peach. Those are 4 of 8 from the Japanese set from the 90s. Always wanted to get all 8, but that is quite expensive. I'm happy to have those. Some miscellaneous other stuff there. There's Yoshi on the NES. And then at the bottom, again, a little miscellaneous here. We've got some Mario Kart stuff, 8-bit Link, Zelda NES carts, some N64 carts. It's a really old Donkey Kong, I think it's a coin bank. And then, I don't know what that's doing there, honestly. I need to move that. PS3 controller, just chilling there. And then this is pretty crazy. These are huge Carrera RCs, which I need to put somewhere. Actually, need to try them out. But then an 8-bit Mario. I need to put that somewhere. But yeah, that's the Nintendo shelf. There's Psyduck over there, chilling. So, Nintendo shelf, and then we're going to loop around over here into the actual home theater side. So I am into home theater as well. I'm going to show y'all kind of set up here. We have an SVS, the front stage is all SVS. We have an SVS sub, SVS Ultra bookshelves, and the center channel. And then I have my TV. This is a 77-inch. It's an S90C from Samsung. Before I had a 60-inch LG, and it served me well for several years, but it was a budget TV. Not a bad TV, but I wanted to upgrade to an OLED, and this one hasn't disappointed. This TV is amazing, and it blows the other TV out of the water. So I got that last summer, had a closeout sale. I'm very happy with that. This is where I keep all my controllers, down here on the left. And a couple of Lego cars, PS5 controllers, there's another one, and my Blu-ray player. And here's the AV rack. We got my receiver, PS5 and Xbox Series X, and another amplifier at the bottom, and the cable management from hell, which I need to improve. Let me know in the comments if you have any tips and strategies for cable management, because I could definitely use that. And here's the PlayStation and Xbox shelf. So I'm going to give you an overview here. So we're going to start at the top. So this is Alduin from Skyrim, the Collector's Edition. Skyrim is another top 10 game of all time for me. One of those games I wish you could, just wipe your memory from and start over. Skyrim would be one of those at the top of my list. It's the Elder Scrolls Anthology. Arkham Knight statue. Fallout 3 Collector's Edition. So we got some cool stuff there. Then we're going to move down. It starts up the top. We got original Xbox. So this is my first video game console, was the original Xbox. And I still have the original. Actually show you. It's right here. I need to put that somewhere. Find a spot for it because just chilling on the floor. But yeah, here's original Xbox. Some of the standouts include Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. That's a huge hidden gem, underrated in my opinion. Of course, Halo, Forza, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. I love that as a kid. So actually a pretty good platformer. Spider-Man 2, which was the best Spider-Man game ever until the PS4 one. So yeah, original Xbox. Pretty fun to collect for as well. It's pretty cheap to collect for. And then we get into another staple of my childhood. We have Then After a few years, I think I got it in 2000. I want to say for Christmas 2008, I got surprised with the Xbox 360. And yeah, I mean, the memories are endless on the 360. Of course, all of the CODs. One of my favorite games, another top 10, is Black Ops 2. I played the multiplayer and zombies of that probably unhealthy amount, but I have no regrets spending many, many weekends and late nights with friends. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, Dragon Age, The Elder Scrolls, New Vegas, the Halos, got the Lego games. It was Red Dead. I mean, Xbox 360 was absolutely legendary. Love the 360. It's a signed first edition of Batman Eternal, I believe, which I'm not sure why it's sitting there. I need to find a better spot for that as well. Alright, so here we have the Xbox One. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have a lot of Xbox One games, and, I'm not really sure why. I had a PS4 as well, still do. The PS4 is one of the best systems ever. But for some reason that generation I played more Xbox One. I just think it was socially, more of my friends were still on Xbox, so that's the one I gravitated towards the most. Definitely a rough start for Xbox that generation with the DRM stuff, and they wanted Xbox to be online only, which we saw how that turned out. Man, Arkham Knight, that's a great one. Of course, man, Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is amazing. Big fan of the Souls games. I've beaten all the Dark Souls and Elden Ring. I don't have Elden Ring a physical copy, but have it digitally. I need to get a physical copy. Yeah, the Forza games are great. See, the Dead Space remake. These are Xbox Series X games, by the way, as well. So I have Xbox One and Series X in here. Not a lot of physical Series X games, though. It's mostly Xbox One. Yeah, there's some good ones here. Resident Evil 2 remake was phenomenal. Of course, Red Dead. Thief is kind of underrated. I know a lot of people did not like the Thief, the reboot, but sure, it was rough around the edges, but it was pretty fun. The Tomb Raider games, can't wait for the next one. I believe it's in Unreal Engine 5. And The Witcher 3, one of my top 5 games of all time. Love The Witcher 3. Can't wait for the 4th one. And on the bottom, we're going to go with PS3, PS4, and PS5. So here's my PS3 games. Highlights include God of War, Demon's Souls, Uncharted. Love the Uncharted games. And then The Last of Us, of course. and PS4 with a single PS5 game up there. Man, the PS4, I mean, it's just one of those systems where it's got so many good exclusives that, I mean, it's one of the best systems ever, in my opinion. I mean, Bloodborne, you had Dragon Quest XI exclusive for a bit, the Final Fantasy remake, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Horizon, The Last of Us Part 2, Persona 5 was exclusive, if I remember correctly, for a little bit. Of course, Spider-Man and Miles Morales, Shadow of the Colossus remake, Uncharted 4. Just an outstanding system. You could say all of the PlayStations, have some outstanding exclusives, but for me, the PS4 is really, really up there and is another top 5 system of all time for me. And then we have PS5 at the bottom. Now, this generation of games has honestly been, I wouldn't say disappointing, but definitely a little bit lacking in the exclusives department. But I mean, Astro Bot, which won Game of the Year, which was probably the best 3D platform I played, honestly, since Mario Galaxy 2. Demon's Souls, incredible. Final Fantasy 16, which some people hated, but I loved it. I know it was less of a RPG, more of a cinematic action game, but I was okay with that. Resident Evil 4 remake, incredible. Silent Hill 2, which was one of my favorite games of last year, rather. Amazing remake. Spider-Man 2, also incredible. Then we got a Uncharted 3 statue, and then we got the Pip-Boy and the Vault Boy. So yeah, that kind of wraps up this shelf. And then go over here, there's the Witcher 3 Collector's Edition. Got a Pikachu. And this is the back of the room, and it looks like we got the 2 surround speakers, recliner, and a little mini couch. And then just here, some little miscellaneous stuff. We got the Arkham City Collector's Edition statue, Songbird from BioShock Infinite, and my favorite over here, the Geralt and the Geralt fighting the, what's that called again? The Griffin. Almost forgot for a second. Yeah, Geralt and the Griffin statue. And I got this cool looking retro microwave. I'm gonna make something like popcorn or do a movie night. We like to do a movie night in here and make some popcorn. And speaking of popcorn, little vintage sign there. But that pretty much does it for this room. Give y'all a overview of the room one last time. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I really appreciate your time. And yeah, it's just an overview of the room, and thank you guys for watching, and let me know in the comments anything else you would like to see in specific. So again, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.